Do you know who is leading the Houston Astros in OPS?
I mean, is it not Jake Myers still?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond. It is your Monday morning remote edition. The Houston Astros take 2 of 3 against the Cincinnati Reds and win for the first time against the Reds since 1985.
Yeah. Since the Big Red Machine.
Since Manifest Destiny. Good series win. 2 shutties with Hunter Brown and Ronel Blanco. We'll talk about Lance McCullers Jr. On the field and what kind of happened off the field as well. But a series win after dropping 2 consecutive series on the road. A little get right series. Felt good, especially the shutouts. We talked on the Friday show about how we think this team's going to kind of turn it on. And I don't know if you know this, Josh. I figured this out yesterday. There's a mega heat wave happening this week. Do you know this?
Shit. No, there is.
It's going to be 99, Tuesday through Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah. Summer's here, brother. Summer's here. You know what that means? Summer Stros. When the weather heats up. I don't know, Jim.
The weather is fine. Whatever.
Open the roof. Open the roof.
Never. Yeah, they had one chance. They had one chance.
They had one chance
to have the roof open, and they blew it. And now, never again.
Summer's here. We lost spring in a matter of 72 hours.
It flew by. Why didn't the groundhog warn us of that?
I know. Yeah, mega heat wave or something. Yeah, it's gonna be toasty. So make sure you lather up with your little sunscreen, brother.
Yeah. I gotta go buy 5 more bottles. Get ready.
Speaking of heat, Hunter Brown.
Oh my god, dude!
Dog, absolute dog. Now, I'm gonna not even bury it. I'm not gonna bury it. He's gonna be my nomination at the end of the episode.
Okay. All right.
Legitimate Cy Young contender. Legitimate ace. Sitting at 6-1 with a 1.48 ERA. 9 punchies, and just he looks Garrett Cole-esque. And I know I said it last year when he was on that run, and I kept whispering in the mic. And
but he has been.
He has been. If you lay it the stats over, it's been Garrett Cole-esque. And 5 2/3, 2 hits, 4 walks. Obviously, that's something he'll work on. But the 9 punchies, I think his ERA went up actually. Somehow, no, it went down to 1.48.
Was it? Did he allow a run?
No, he didn't. I was looking at the other.
If you take away that one bad inning against
the White Sox?
White Sox?
Yeah,
White
Sox.
3-spot. If you take away the White Sox putting him a 3-spot, he's allowed 1 earned run in the last 30 something innings.
Yeah, and then you kind of had what I thought in my head was going to be kind of the A-team bullpen going into the season. I think it's morphing that way. You had Ort for a third to get out of the 6th, King for an inning in the 7th. That's his 10th hold on the short season. Brian Abreu in the 8th, his 10th hold, and then Josh Hader with his 9th save. Struck out 3. So not bad. Not a bad Friday night.
Not bad at all. How do you feel about him being pulled there in the 6th inning?
Yeah, I was. Look, I know. You and young Garrett were opposed to it pretty adamantly in the group thread.
He wasn't struggling.
I know
he looked good,
but you got a lot of games coming up. Also, in hindsight's 2020, you didn't kind of realize that your bullpen had to go get 26 outs on the following day. Yeah. But I'm okay with it. Just protecting his arm, protecting this stretch that he's in. Obviously, where the Astros want to be at the end of the year, Hunter Brown's the key driver of that. So I could see the frustrations from you guys, but I was okay. I mean, I didn't really I don't know if you saw it, but it looked like Joe was hiding in the dugout and then popped up when Hunter was looking, and then Hunter put his head down and then Joe popped up.
He came around the corner kind of hot.
Came around hot.
Yeah, I'm a little biased because I have Hunter Brown in fantasy and a quality start.
There it is.
5 points.
There it is.
I'll pull the curtain back a little bit.
You wanted that quality start. I mean,
he's your ace. I wanted him to finish that off, but also at the same time, you're right. It's May. Like we shouldn't be stressing about it too much. To your point about holds, because when you said that, I was like, damn, that's a lot. Let me look up the rankings. Lucas Urseg leads the league with
Kansas City
12 holds. And then you have Griffin Jackson, Jason Adam at 11. And then you have Brian King and Brian Abreu sitting tied at 10 for fourth place in the majors, not even just AL and the bigs.
Where's Hader at on saves?
Hader is for saves. He is 6th with 9.
9 for 9 too.
Yeah.
That was great. I mean, that's kind of that's your 18 bullpen.
Your bullpen's back in your bullpen's doing their job.
Yeah. I mean, it's too early to say 2022, but that's what they're building, I think, too. And you have a lot of arms that can get you there. So
I mean, the rotation as well.
Yeah. We'll talk about that because we have some concerns. At least I do. The offense led by DeZenzo again, getting the early offense going.
Great.
Paredes with the double. Walker with the double. Altuve with the double. Rogers with the double. Yeah, things are coming together a little bit. Coming together a little bit.
We're getting extra base hits with runners in scoring position. What the hell is happening?
And then Saturday happened. Let's talk about on the field. I don't really want to talk about off the field that much because I don't want to give it more legs than it should. Obviously, but Lance didn't make it out of the first inning. The Astros lose 13-9. It was 10-0.
Hell of a
I was at Big City with the wrestling boys watching.
You're watching that with a crowd?
Oh, brother. I was we had the whole watch party. We had the whole wrestling watch party. But I had one TV at a good distance away where I'm like, okay, I'm with everyone. I want to be here. Like, but I can also just peek up and look, right? Like I want to try to be more grounded, be more present.
Can't imagine the vibes.
Yeah. That first inning, by the time I ordered my food and by the time it got to me, 10 spot down, just crazy. Not good. I mean, it's horrible. It was a horrible start. We're not sitting here breaking baseball knowledge or news. 7 earned, 3 hits, 3 walks, 1 home run, recorded 1 out. And the Astros were dead. Obviously, they scrapped back, and we'll talk about just kind of the battling back. But to me, from my perspective, watching Lance pitch right now very much feels like a running back trying to come back from like ACL surgery, kind of protecting himself a little bit, like afraid to do that first cut, and rightfully so too, as well, just the human body and being injured. But the second thing, the other natural thing that I don't think anyone's talking about, the game's got to look 2,000 miles per hour to him right now, right? Yeah. Like it's very much the Ricky Bobby who he's like, how fast am I going? And then like it's he's going like 5 miles an hour. The cars are zipping past him. That's what it feels like from my perspective. Obviously, we don't know anything, just speculate. Just kind of and I think that's kind of fair in the sense of like the game's going to look that fast. And I think everyone expecting Lance to be where he was before the injuries, it's kind of just you're hoping and wishing.
You can't.
I think it's gonna be 5 weeks of just trial and error. Obviously you can have a harder discussion if Saturday's the regular.
Yeah, that keeps happening.
You can't afford that.
Yeah.
But for right now, I have a 5 to 6 kind of start window in my mind. With 2 down already, so 4 more to kind of see where you are, and if there's decisions that have to be made, then you have to make them if you move them into the bullpen or he's one of your starters. So I think it's too early to call, but first home start in what, 2.5 years?
Yeah, no, it's not what you want to happen for sure. What it reminds me of, and obviously where they're at in their career is different, and the adjustments that can be made are, I think, totally different. But it reminds me a lot of the Hunter Brown start last year against the Royals, as far as how it went. It was very much, he didn't have a whole lot of control.
Mm-mm.
And then when he tried to get it in the zone, he left it over and he got dinked and doinked and barreled. There wasn't anything that like jumped out to me that was like, oh, he's totally cooked.
Yeah, it wasn't like Wesneski like mile per hour down.
No,
Like,
it was it was very much a control thing. It was a very good execution by the Reds. There were some pitches that were actually like really well dotted pitches that they like took the other way or just sawed off or did what they needed to do to get it up to the next man. So I mean, props to the Reds for that. Obviously, it was not a good start. I'm not going to sit here and be like,
yeah, it was a horrible start.
Like,
it was brutal.
It was a bad start. I think he'll say that himself. He probably did. I didn't watch the entire post game interview, but I also don't think that's like, oh, it's over. Like, I think there's things he can take from that. One of the biggest is control. Yeah. You could see when he was like getting rattled. He was pitching from behind the entire time.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to, it's like the entire time he was pitching from the mindset of trying to backdoor. And when the guns are pointed at the back door waiting for you, like you're not, that's not sneaking in the back door. Like they know you're coming. So like, I think it's just going to be a major adjustment. This next start is, I think, pivotal. He needs to go, I think, at least 4 in this next start.
To
show that he can bounce back.
And I think it's kind of this perfect recipe too of you're going to be facing the team from South Oklahoma, who's a free swinging team who punches out a lot. But also there's this rivalry, right? In the in-state.
He's been known. He early in his career,
right?
He was a big hashtag whatever beat the shit out of the Rangers. User. So
like from my perspective, like to get back on the horse, this is the perfect opponent to do it, to kind of get that adrenaline kind of dialed in, to get everything dialed in, because yes, they're free swinging, but I think everything on the report is like, hey, we're going to take till we get a strike, till Lance could prove that he could fill up the zone consistently.
Yeah.
Because when you're not, they can, all right, I'm sitting on one pitch because he's got to come back to me because he's not throwing anything else in the zone. So I'm really pumped to see that start, in the sense of to see him quickly get back on the horse on that. But the stuff that transpired after the game, and we'll talk about it briefly, and then we'll jump to the offense, because I do want to tip the cap to the offense and the bully. But I've never seen Joe Espada that irate. I've never seen Lance that beaten down. If you've been under a rock, the news after the game that people on social media flooded Lance's socials to talk about disgusting things to his kids and to his family about, I guess, the start. I guess people thought the game on May 10th was the World Series Game 7. I guess like to act like that way is disgusting. To be 1, 2, to do that to another human being, and 3, hopefully the HPD and whoever they got in can get those people and
I guarantee
you, like, what the fuck were you doing?
I guarantee you it's just some fucking dumbass, probably a younger person that is maybe whatever the situation is. It's somebody that I hope when HPD knocks on the door, they shit themselves and realize, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe that's not acceptable in society to fucking send death threats over a baseball game.
Yeah, and this goes for everything, any sport, anything at all. Like, to get online to do that, and like,
it's a game. Like,
what are we doing? And it starts just. I don't understand the fact that it's always 43, right? It's always
really
something. A
weird
guy that
thing that's
donates
happening in the city.
donates millions back to the city, who rides for the city as hard as anyone, even after the fallout of the alleged scandal, for people to just like, and we've said it numerous times on here that it's not someone sitting out. It wasn't like Pedro Baez sitting out. It's a guy's body that just
we know
quit
stories
yeah,
behind the scenes of guys that have quit on this city and like wanted to leave the city or whatever.
Yeah,
and those guys get a free pass apparently, but
the guy that I guess puts himself out there and got rewarded with lifetime money that is amazing is the bane of Houston. Like I don't understand, because if you even go to our if we post you post a video on Apollo HOU, everyone watching, and I don't think anyone watching, and I hope anyone watching wasn't any of those people that did that. And I don't think it is.
No, I don't think so.
Just go look at our posts. Go look at a post of when we post about Lance and we make a post about anyone else. Go look at the comments. And that's just our page.
Yeah.
Like, it is disgusting. And I don't.
And that's not even the DMs we've gotten. We've gotten DMs. We like make a Lance post and we get a DM to our account talking shit about Lance. It's like, what are you doing? What do you
say fuck me for? Like,
what do you say fuck me for?
Like, I don't get it. And
it's a weird energy all around about
and I'm glad Lance said it. I mean, this shit happens every single day. And it goes back, and why I just we do a lot of amazing things here. The best things I think that we do, and what I wake up every day to do, is when we have an opportunity to talk with the athletes, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, soccer, whatever sport it is humanizing them in the way, because, and I hate saying humanizing because they're already humans, that there's this bridge between fan and athlete, and it's never been more close than today because of social media, because of technology, because of players growing their brands and their companies and businesses and doing all that. So there's that bridge that's separated fan and player has never been more close. And with that comes these disgusting things. And so when they come onto our platform, it's always, hey, where are you eating? Where are you hanging out? What's your favorite meal in the city? What are you watching with your family? What are you into? Yeah, we could talk ball. We could talk shop, and we get lost in the weeds. 100% we'll do that. But these people are human beings. And it just goes back to one of our first interviews. We had Ryan Stanek on, and he was getting death threats in the 21 World Series about an outing where he had 3 walks, but got out of the inning, struck out the side. No one scored. And his newborn daughter was getting threats that he was just at the hospital 24 hours prior to pitching the World Series. So we're 3 years from that. 3 years, and we're still having the same conversations. And 3 years from now, we're still going to have the same conversations. And it just, I don't know. We have to be better. Everyone has to be better. It's just gross. And I don't know. Yeah, we have to be better.
No, and then you had people, talking shit, saying like, oh, they're just making it up for sympathy or something. I guarantee you they're not. Based on the DMs we get, we're just like making content around this. We're not even the person doing it. Based on the DMs we get and things we've heard from players privately that aren't even trying to like get sympathy on social media.
Yeah,
it's real. It's these people are out there that send death threats, and I guarantee you, hopefully, almost all of them are hollow and just trying to make the player feel bad because they feel bad. But it's just unacceptable all around.
Yeah.
And that's not to say like you can criticize a player. We're going to criticize a player. Like you don't have to be like lovey-dovey with every single baseball player and say, "Oh, it's okay, honey, you can do it." Like, you don't have to be like that.
This isn't the YMCA farm league. We understand that.
We understand you can criticize a player. You can be pissed off. You can punch your TV if you have money like that, and you can just buy a new TV if you want to act like that. Sure, get mad, get angry. That's fine, but there's a line, and I think any rational fan from Houston knows what that line is.
It's not even a fan. Like the people that do that are not fans. They're just shitty human beings. They're not fans. I honestly hope their shit gets fucking put up by HPD. That's how you fucking nip it in the bud right there. It's gross. It's disgusting. And
but outside of that,
it's gonna keep happening, and it shouldn't happen, and we got to figure something out. Because what you're gonna do is drive everything away. Like, why would any player want to be on social? Why would any player want to come on any podcast? Why would any player want to talk outside of any media obligation? Why would any player not want to go out in public? Like, you're going to force everyone to just recluse themselves? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's just, it goes for everything. Like, look at the last 5 years for Jose Altuve in every opposing ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you, as a human being, do you think that doesn't weigh him down, wear him down, wear his family down? Like, just be better. We'll talk about the game, because I'm going to say stupid shit and we're going to get canceled.
No, it's fine. I think I hope, and I think that everybody listening to this, people that listen to our podcast are rational, pretty well thought Astros fans who aren't going to be the type of people that are doing that. And you can agree and disagree about Lance in general as a player, and whether you want him to be pitching for this baseball team. That's fine. You can disagree with us all you want. That's the beauty of the game. We can have arguments and disagreements and talk ball like that. Like, that's where I think sport is at its peak, when you can have strategic disagreements and arguments and conversations about a sport. But when you start getting personal about a player, that's when I think everybody
family, it's gross.
You stop there. Outside of that,
rest of the game, I will say this: when you're down 12-1, it's very easy for you to phone it in. The offense fought back, battled back, lost 13-9, had that 6th spot in the 3rd. I think they brought up the tying run maybe once, but multiple times to the on deck circle. They just kept grinding, kept fighting, getting it to the next guy. That's what you want to see. It's very easy. Hey, we're down 12-1. Let's go get tomorrow. Like,
and I think that momentum helped carry him into the next game.
Yeah, I mean, to bang out 14 hits, 9 runs, you take that. Even in a loss, you take that. And I think you're right. It carried over. And when your bullpen had to get 26 outs on Saturday, and let's shout them out.
Yeah.
Van Way got 6. Bennett Souza got 5. Taylor Scott got 6. Okert, he's a dog. I'll talk about 18 bullpen. Throw him in that. Got 6. And Ort got 3. That's how you settle down. Like, I mean, it's
after that first inning and the rest of that game and then the next game, the Astros went on a 15-3 run.
Yeah.
I mean, they finished that game off strong, and then they won 6-0 the next game. That to me is a very good sign. And the way they're hitting the ball, the way the rest of the pitching staff is pitching. I mean, you say outside of Lance, and then I guess Van Way he kind of struggled, but he came into a tough spot.
Yeah.
Outside of Lance, the offense and the pitching staff did everything you want them to do to win baseball games this weekend. I mean, it was exactly what we've been asking for: hitting with runners in scoring position, extra base hits, some pop. Your pitching continuing to keep the game close. Your bullpen coming through. I mean, that was a great weekend of baseball for the Astros outside of that first inning.
1 inning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But
you had 5 extra base hits on Saturday night. You stranded 11. So you had enough traffic to chip away and get back in. And then Sunday, after naming all the 26 outs the bullpen had to get, you needed Ronel Blanco to go out there and shove, and he shoved with capital letters. Absolutely. 8 innings pitched, 11 punchies, 2 hits. Didn't break a sweat at all. It felt like.
We'll get into it, but
Ronel
has multiple times last year and this year. He's been like a little silent savior of this pitching staff. He seems to know the moment when we really desperately need him to come through, and he does. He performs like an ace. He's the two. You know what I mean? He's the two that can sometimes be an ace. You know, when you need him to be. And blackjack.
I kind of said he was going to just kind of be the Jose Urquidy this year of just, hey, he's going to roll out and give you a solid 6 every single time through the rotation. But he has his upside too, right? And legitimately, on the DeZenzo slide 50 feet too early and still almost catch the ball. And then I think Trevi got him in the 8th with that double. But other than that,
he had his no-hit stuff.
He had no-hit stuff. And not only that, he had, with the 11 punchies, he pitched into the 8th inning. That's more rare than almost a no-hitter, I think. Because,
did he have any walks?
Let me see. I don't think any walks. Maybe one walk, I think, like in the 4th.
Yeah, one walk.
One walk, yeah.
That's crazy.
So, no, actually, I think it was the 5th. I think he was perfect through 4. No, perfect through 3, and then he let off with the walk in the 4th. It didn't break a sweat with 11 punchies to go 8 innings. Usually, if it's 11 punchies, you're out in the 6th inning, right? Because of just pitch count. But Joe gave him that look in the 7th and let him go out there for the 8th, and he got through it.
And then you have Sean Doohan go for the 9th, basically reset your entire bullpen. Everybody
huge.
And the Hader hasn't gone since. Did he go Friday? Yeah. So I mean, you basically have your main guys ready for this series coming up, rested, and that's crazy to say after having them cover 8 2/3.
Yeah, 6 runs, 9 hits on Sunday. Once again, straining 12.
That's the thing we keep saying. You keep getting guys on base.
Just keep knocking on the door.
I'll take. It sucks, but I'll take a 5-3 loss where you had 12 hits over a 5-3 loss where you had 2 hits any day of the week. As frustrating as it is to continually strand people, it shows that the process is there. It shows that you're getting hits. You're doing the first half, the setup of what you need to do to score runs. You just keep doing that, it's going to come through.
Do you know who is leading the Houston Astros in OPS?
I mean, is it not Jake Myers still?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Leading the Astros in OPS. Is it Jeremy Pena?
No. Number 2.
Is it Paredes?
Isak Paredes with the 787 OPS leading the Houston Astros.
I mean, he's been on fire. He's been doing the opposite of what I expected.
Steady Eddie.
I was expecting like a 240 average with 30-something bombs this year. And he's kind of been more of that dink and dunk. Like, he's been taking the ball the opposite way for
crazy
clutch hits, which is like, I was not expecting that. He's been great. He's been exactly what you want from like a 2-3 hitter.
The last 7 games, actually the last 15 games, batting .315, 439 OBP, slugging .444. Math right off the top of the head. That's 3. That's 8. That's 883 OPS.
Look at you.
Look at that. That was pretty good math on the spot.
That's good.
That was good.
The numbers were moving.
Yeah. That's
no. I mean, he's been everything you want, and the defense has been excellent.
I was wrong.
I think
he could play second base in a pinch. I think he's showing that he could.
I think he could. I think I'm actually really surprised at this point that they haven't at least tried that. To get him at his natural position in the bigs, at least for a game. Even if Brady's is off,
Maybe when so also recap, Altuve's got a hammy. He got pulled Saturday. And then Wesneski's going to be on the shelf for a good minute or two. Elbow or I don't think it's ever good when you get elbow discomfort. 1, 2, you never want to hear from an MRI that everything was so inflamed we have to wait to do another one.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
probably
really
going to be
because they saw it, took him back, but then he also made another start, which is like,
why?
Yeah.
Why?
What is the issue, and why was there not already? Like, I think, what can we not afford MRIs? Can we not afford tests as the Houston fucking Methodist medical capital of the world? Like, can we not run some tests just for the hell of it? Just like
we have our own. We have our own Vatican City. We just call it the medical center. Like, what are we doing?
If my pitcher's fastball drops 3 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour, and I'm concerned about it enough to hold him back a start, get a damn test. Like,
I'll chip in for the Uber. It's not that far.
Call Dr. Hopkins or whatever. It's like, what do we need to do? Get him a test. Get his elbow some imaging just in case. If it's all fine.
Yeah.
Then okay, good. Like, I don't know.
You skip the start anyways.
Yeah, it was like if they're concerned about it enough to skip a start,
get it checked out.
I mean, maybe they did. Maybe we're just talking out of ass. But like, it's really frustrating and weird that it's like, oh, he skipped a start, but then they're like, oh, he's fine. It's like, was there not? And then you're like, oh yeah, no, there is a deeper issue. It's like, okay, I don't know. I hope he's okay, man. I think as fun as it is for Lance to be coming back, and then a little beep boop Christian Javier throwing some pitches off the mound. That was really cool to hear. The good thing about pitching depth is your whole world doesn't fall when a guy goes down, but guys going down is never a good thing. No. And that pitching depth can run dry very fast, and you have to call up a Blair Henley from AAA to give you a start against the Rangers or whatever.
Well, you're going to see it this week of the depth being tested. You have Ryan Gusto on the mound tonight against the Royals, and then you have Framber, and then you have probably potentially beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, Colton Gordon on the bump on Wednesday.
Really?
So
I haven't heard that.
Oh yeah, Chandler's been on that one.
That.
Yeah, Chandler's been on that. So it looks like Colton Gordon's going to get the start. It's TBA, and that bat leaves Hunter Brown versus Jacob deGrom Thursday in Arlington, which I didn't get to put in the group message. I think we should maybe do a little watch party for that.
Okay.
DeGrom, Hunter Brown, like that's prime time. That's kind of prime time.
That's Wednesday?
That's Thursday night.
Thursday night.
A little office stream.
I'm down for a little office stream for that. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, DeGrom, Hunter Brown. This is let it percolate.
Kind of come back too.
Yeah,
he had like 10 Ks in the first 4 innings last start.
Before we went in with dog of the week, because I'm bumping up on time. There's a gentleman on the Astros offense in the last 15 games. I had to pull out the calculator. Sitting at a 920 OPS, 559 slugging, 361 OBP, batting 339 in those 15 games. Name that Astro.
Okay. Can I ask one question?
Yes. He's on the starting 9.
The everyday starting 9.
Everyday starting 9.
Is it Christian Walker?
It is Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz? I knew he was looking a little better, but Jesus Christ.
He's 20 for his last 59, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs, only 9 punchies, batting 339, 361 OBP, 559 slugging.
He has his OPS up above 650. Look at that. Hey, you were doubting.
I was hand up on me.
Yeah, you're down, but I mean, it's still like, it's never pretty. It's like, even his home runs look like he just ran into one.
Yeah,
but it's like
he mashes. Dog,
when he keeps mashing, like
he mashes.
It's really hard for me to look at his swing and be like, oh no, he's found it. Because even when, like, whether he's going good or bad, like his swing looks so different and unorthodox. So it's like, it's kind of hard to judge with the eye test of like, oh, he's back. But like, you just got to look at results, and results clearly are saying he's back.
Yep. So hopefully it carries on when he gets going. Paredes and Walker get going. Obviously, the big guy's still out with the hand injury. You get him going, and then Altuve back. All of a sudden, this little stretch of 500 ball with everyone being bad, things start getting a lot of fun. If this is
like this roster, man,
I'm not there yet, but I will say this:
I agree that they need a bat, but I think this roster currently is good enough to win you above 500 games.
This is where I'm at. If this was rock bottom over 162,
yeah.
If this first 36 games were rock bottom and you went 500, that bodes well for the outlook, like positively. The other negative side of it is you can't afford a bad streak. As quickly as the Astros can go on a 4-game win streak and be above 500, you can go on a 4-game losing streak and be 4 games below, and then all of a sudden you're in this hole. So your margin's a little tighter, but and you have this opportunity this week with Kansas City, who blanked you twice up in KC 2 weeks ago, and then the Ranger series, which obviously I think we've only played 3 division games so far. So anytime you have the
Angels was the only series we've had.
Shit, no 6. We had the Mariners and the Angels.
Mariners.
Yeah, we've only played 6 division games.
That's wild.
So yeah, big week. Big week. Let's end it with dog of the week, the weekly, annual, inaugural dog of the week.
All right, who's getting the trophy? I'm nominating Ronel Blanco. Just for what he did to kind of right that ship. Could have very easily gone from or they played the Brewers. Did they win the series against the Brewers? They lost the series against the Brewers, right?
Yeah.
So you could have very easily gone from a White Sox series loss to a Brewers series loss to a Reds series loss. Bullpen tattered, beat up, going into Royals Rangers. That could have been an ugly position to be in currently. Instead, you salvage a series win. You stay above 500. Your bullpen's rested. The vibes are good. You're feeling good. You get to stay home for the first time in a while. You get to stay home. You get a 3-game home series, and then you don't have to immediately fly out. They can hang out with their family on a Sunday night. Vibe out. They have a game Monday night. He turned that dial of momentum for the Astros, and I think it's going to bode well for this Royals series. And it was all on him, going 8 very strong innings. That's my dog of the week.
It's a good strong. That's a strong dog. I have some noms that just honorable mention. 952 OPS, batting 385 in the last week. Christian Walker, nominee.
Oh shit! I knew he was doing well. Hell yeah.
Yainer Diaz in the last 7 games. That's 8. That's 10. That's 13. 0. 808 OPS, batting 310. 9 for 29, a home run, 7 RBIs. Honorable mention. Isaac Paredes, last 7 games. 909 OPS, batting 320. 8 for 25, 3 RBIs, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts. Nominee. But my official lock it in dog of the week, Hunter Brown. In 1 week, went 2-0, 11 and 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned, 18 strikeouts.
Damn.
So I think our collective dogs are strong. We'll let the internet decide. Well, this will be the clip.
Who are you nominating for dog of the week? Who impressed you the most this week?
Who are you nominating?
We want you to pick.
Advertise here for annual, weekly, inaugural dog of the week award.
Yeah.
There's your clip. That's how the sausage is made, folks. Watch it over on YouTube.
The whole dog pound is riled up right now.
Ooh, the dog. Okay.
You know, all it takes is one dog to get a whole dog pound riled up. You
just need that alpha.
Dog walks into the dog pound, starts barking. Everybody's barking.
Hey,
everybody gets riled up.
Are you a little pup on the porch, or are you a big dog eating with the dogs?
you big dog.
You a big dog, or you a little pup? Are you a little pup, or you a big dog?
Seems full of big dogs.
Yeah, maybe had some little pups, but the little pups are they're jumping off the porch with big dogs.
Let the big dogs eat.
There it is. There it is. That's the show right there.
Where's you know where I'm gonna eat as a big dog?
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat some Big City wings today.
Big City wings. Houston's wing joint. Paul's wing joint. If you're not going to Dyken Park to watch the second place Houston Astros sitting at 20-19 with the highest run differential in the West at +21, head over to Big City Wings. 13 locations. Cypress location's about to be open here to make it 14 soon. I'm gonna go tomorrow for the twofer. I like my good 2 for Tuesdays.
2 for Tuesday.
Burger Wednesdays, 2 for Thursdays, and they got crawfish going today on Monday as we record. I believe 6 pounds for $30 is, don't quote me on it, but I believe that's the special they're running. And when I'm not eating at Big City Wings, Josh has it right there to the side. Little michelada mix, little margarita mix, the Blazing Bloody Mary, everything from Zing Zang, you Zing, we Zang. Josh does that every time. I hope we have a compilation of that for the rest of this year. And while I'm eating and I'm drinking that, I'm wearing my Kobe Stevens apparel. Whether it's golf polo, joggers, women's line, youth line, everything in between, they have it. Head over to Kobe Stevens, KobeStevens.com. Use code Apollo at checkout. But that's your Reds recap in a brief Kansas City preview. We will be back on Wednesday? Thursday?
Yeah, we'll be back with the show on Thursday. Well, get Wednesday night game, so it'll be Thursday.
Thursday, okay.
Yeah.
Episode will be dropping on Thursday, and then we'll have the Friday live show as well, and then we'll keep everyone updated if we do a little zoomy, a little watch along for the Thursday game.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Yeah, and tune into our live shows. We're going to start giveaway Fridays.
Yes.
We started last Friday. We're going to be giving away one of the H-Town Crawford Street editions. We had people guess Hunter Brown Ks, and we had I think 5 total people correct at 9 Ks. So those 5 people are going to be put onto a little spin wheel, and we'll be spinning that on Friday. And one of those 5 will win a free shirt. And that's how it's going to work every Friday. So tune in Fridays at noon right here on YouTube. Or we're on IG as well. But YouTube's the best place to watch. That's where all the chat is, talking, hanging out. So
yeah, head on over that.
We'll see you Friday for the live show.
See y'all. See you there. See you at a different time.
All right. Thank you for watching and listening to Beyond Diamond Podcast.
Have you not seen that? I forgot what movie. I'll see you there. I'll see you at a different time. I think it's I Love You Man.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's I Love You Man.
It is Love You Man.
They're trying to get tacos. He's like, all right, I'll see you there. I'll see you a different time. He's like, well, it's a reservation, so are you gonna be there?
I gotta rewatch that movie.
Oh,
thank you for watching and listening to Beyond Diamond Podcast. Go Stros. We'll see you next time.
Peace. Love you guys.